Hamas, even theoretically, even conceptually, they are against negotiations, they're against talking, they're against peace, they are for terror. We have nothing against the people, but none of us, neither the Palestinians nor us, can live with terror. Look, we left Gaza willingly, unilaterally. We took out the 22 settlements we have there, the 8,000 settlers, by force. We handed over to the Palestinians a free, open Gaza, which is a beautiful strip of a beautiful beach. They could have developed it for tourism, for fishing, for agriculture. We don't understand, frankly, why are they fighting? What are they shooting? What are the reasons? We left. What is the purpose? They want to be free. They are free.
There are people, critics of the present government, who say that their voices are being drowned out and that they're not being heard, and that Israel is in danger of losing its democratic tradition. Is that a fair comment?
I was for the unilateral withdrawal from Gaza. Actually supported Sharon, that was the least expected person to do so. He made a very tough decision, and I supported him. When I did it, I thought, my God, we are going to relieve the Gazian people. We offered them the best without any conditions. We didn't ask anything in turn. And people say, what if they'll start shooting at us? I says, look, why should they? Now I have my problem to explain. They say, why did you agree to it? And they furthermore say, if we shall do it in the West Bank, it may happen the same. Look, we have to give some answers, not only to the terrorists, but to mothers and children around Gaza, that every night they have a rain of missiles over their heads. Why? What for?
If these talks in Egypt fail, these talks that are being moderated by the Egyptians between Israel and the Palestinian factions, would you support this government and those who want it to go back into Gaza militarily and to finish the job against Hamas?
No, I don't think it will be necessary, and I think we should look for a better solution than that. We don't want to raise the flames. We don't want to increase the number of victims. Who wants it? Who wants it? And look, it's very symbolic that the negotiator between now the Hamas and us is an Arab country. And we trust the Arab country. We trust Egypt. We don't have any problems, contrary to the protesters. And one cannot say that Egypt is particularly for Israel and against the Palestinians. It's nonsense. But Egypt is for peace and against terror. And this is the question. And that's what we have really to fight for and change the situation. Now people say it's becoming worse. I don't know. You know, 50 years ago, nobody here believed that we shall ever have peace with Egypt. We have. Nobody believed that we shall have peace with Jordan before Syria. We have. Nobody believed that we can do anything with Arafat. We did. So all the pessimists have a short memory, and all the optimists have a long memory and a good hope. And I'm going to change it because some articles or some demonstrators, I think I'm right, not them. I seek peace. I don't seek war. I don't want to kill anybody. For me, when I see a child being killed, it's a tragedy, a human tragedy.
But there were 400 children killed in Gaza. I mean, that's an awful lot. I mean, that is why...
I don't know how many, suppose. But why? Because they use them as a shield. The journalists who were there saw it. Tell me, what would you do? You sit with a child on a terrace and somebody shoots at you. And the other man who shoots also has a child on his lap. What would you do? You cannot simplify it. It's not our preference. It's not our choice.
But that has been one of the reasons you mentioned. I only asked because you mentioned the protests in London and in Paris. That has been one of the reasons why these protests were so big this time. Do you think Israel has been stung by the level of criticism of its?
My criticism about them, I never heard him tell Hamas to stop shooting. Then they're supposed to start the demonstration. Why were they quiet? When they saw that rockets are flying over the houses of a kibbutz. That is really totally devoted to peace. I didn't hear their voice. Maybe if they would raise then their voice, we wouldn't have now to see this confrontation again.